Let me ask you something. How many of you have ever felt stuck? How many of you have looked in the mirror and thought, this isn't who I'm supposed to be? Now, let me tell you something powerful. Sometimes, to become the best version of yourself, you need to disappear. Not in the literal sense, but in a way that lets you step back, reflect, and reemerge as the person you were always meant to be. In a world dominated by noise, both literal and figurative, it's easy to lose sight of who you are and what you're meant to do. Everywhere you turn, there's another opinion, another voice, another expectation trying to shape your decisions. Social media tells you how to look, how to act, and what to want. Friends, family, coworkers, they all seem to have a say in your life. But here's the truth. You can't listen to everyone and still hear yourself. If you want to transform your life, the first step is learning how to quiet the noise. The noise comes in many forms. It might be the endless scroll on your phone, the pressure to meet societal expectations, or even the constant stream of thoughts in your own head telling you you're not good enough. Noise isn't just what's outside of you, it's what you let inside. It's the doubts, fears, and distractions that drown out your inner voice, the one that knows what you truly want and need. To quiet the noise, you need to separate what's meaningful from what's meaningless. You need to learn how to discern between the voices that guide you and the ones that mislead you. The first step to silencing the noise is creating boundaries. You don't have to answer every call, respond to every message, or scroll through every post. There's a power in saying no, in taking control of what you allow into your space. When you limit your exposure to negativity and distractions, you make room for peace and clarity. Turn off notifications. Set time limits on social media. Create moments in your day where you're unreachable. These small actions can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. But it's not just about physical boundaries. It's about mental ones too. Noise often thrives in our minds, feeding off insecurity and self-doubt. You might hear a voice telling you that you're not smart enough, strong enough, or capable enough to achieve what you want. That voice isn't you. It's the echoes of every criticism you've ever received, every failure you've ever experienced, and every comparison you've ever made. To quiet this noise, you have to confront it. You have to challenge the lies with truth. Remind yourself of your strengths, your resilience, and your worth. Speak affirmations into the silence. Over time, you'll find that the inner noise grows quieter, replaced by a confidence that no external voice can shake. Another way to silence the noise is to embrace solitude. In today's hyper-connected world, being alone can feel uncomfortable, but solitude isn't loneliness. It's an opportunity to reconnect with yourself. Spend time away from the chaos of daily life. Go for a walk without your phone. Meditate. Journal your thoughts and feelings. When you're alone, you can listen to your inner voice without interruption. You can reflect on your goals, your values, and your dreams. Solitude gives you the space to think deeply and make decisions that align with your true self. Silence also allows you to be present. The noise of the world often pulls us into the past or pushes us into the future, filling our minds with regret and worry. But transformation happens in the present moment. It's here, in the now, that you can take action, make changes, and grow. By quieting the noise, you anchor yourself in the present, fully engaged with what's in front of you. You see opportunities you might have missed. You feel gratitude for what you have. And you find the courage to take the next step. no matter how small it may seem. To quiet the noise, you need to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Some people bring negativity and distraction into your life, while others bring encouragement and wisdom. Be intentional about who you let in. Seek out mentors, friends, and allies who challenge you to be your best self. Their voices will help drown out the noise of doubt and fear, replacing it with hope and purpose. When you quiet the noise, you give yourself the gift of clarity. You create a space where your inner voice can be heard, and in that space, transformation begins. The world may not get any quieter, but you can. And in that quiet, you'll find the strength to become who you were always meant to be. In a world that never stops talking, it's easy to forget how powerful silence can be. Every day, you're bombarded with voices and opinions, each one trying to influence the way you think, act, and live. The constant stream of notifications, messages, and media creates a kind of mental static that drowns out the most important voice of all, your own. If you're serious about transforming your life, the first thing you need to do is quiet the noise. It's not easy, but it's necessary, because the path to clarity, growth, and purpose begins in silence. The noise you deal with comes in countless forms. It might be the endless scrolling on social media, where everyone seems to have an opinion about everything. It could be the unrelenting pressure from family, friends, or society telling you who you should be and what you should do. And sometimes, the loudest noise isn't even external, it's internal. It's the self-doubt, the overthinking, the constant chatter of a mind that never rests. Social media used to be an incredible trap, the noise that makes the entire nation sing softly. To quiet the noise, you have to take control, not just of what surrounds you, but of what's happening within you. The first step in quieting the noise is learning how to say no. No to distractions, no to unnecessary obligations, and no to people who drain your energy. You don't have to attend every event, respond to every text, or agree to every request. Saying no isn't selfish, it's an act of self-preservation. When you start setting boundaries, you protect your peace and create space for what really matters. Good. Turn off the notifications on your phone. Log out of apps that steal your time. Make it a habit to unplug from the chaos for a while every day. The world won't fall apart if you take a break, but you'll find a piece of yourself in the silence. It isn't just about avoiding external distractions. It's about taming the noise inside your own mind. Too often, we let our thoughts spiral out of control. We replay past mistakes, worry about future uncertainties, and compare ourselves to others until we feel like we're not enough. But the truth is, you don't have to believe everything your mind tells you. You can challenge those negative thoughts and replace them with affirmations of your worth and potential. Speak kindly to yourself. Remind yourself of what you've overcome, what you're capable of, and what you deserve. When you do this consistently, the critical, doubting voice inside your head grows quieter, leaving room for confidence and clarity to emerge. One of the most effective ways to quiet the noise is to embrace solitude. In a world that glorifies busyness, taking time to be alone can feel like a radical act. But solitude isn't about isolation. It's about connection. When you step away from the crowd, you reconnect with yourself. You create a space where you can think clearly, reflect deeply, and make decisions without outside influence. Use this time to journal, meditate, or simply sit in stillness. And go for a walk without your phone, or spend a morning in nature. These moments of quiet are where you'll find the answers you've been searching for. In the stillness, you also become more present. The noise of the world has a way of pulling you into the past, filling you with regret, or pushing you into the future, overwhelming you with worry. But when you quiet the noise, you return to the present moment, the only place where transformation can truly happen. In the present, you can focus on the small intentional steps that lead to big changes. You can recognize the opportunities that are right in front of you. And you can appreciate the progress you're making, even if it's not immediately visible. To quiet the noise, you need to be intentional about who and what you allow into your life. Not every person, voice, or influence deserves your attention. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you, and believe in you. These are the voices that matter, the ones that encourage you to keep going when the road gets tough. At the same time, limit your exposure to people and environments that bring negativity, doubt, or distraction. Be selective, because the company you keep shapes the direction of your life. When you make the decision to quiet the noise, you take back control of your mind, your time, and your energy. It's not about shutting the world out completely. It's about choosing what you let in. It's about creating a space where your inner voice can be heard and your true self can emerge. In that quiet, you'll find the strength, clarity, and focus you need to transform your life. The world will always be noisy, but you don't have to be. Silence is your power, and in it, you'll discover who you were meant to be. Building in the dark is about working in silence, away from the spotlight and resisting the urge to seek constant validation. In a world where everyone feels the need to broadcast their every move, there is tremendous power in keeping your progress private. When you work in the dark, you give yourself the freedom to grow without interference, judgment, or the pressure of outside opinions. It's about creating something meaningful without the need for applause or acknowledgement. It's about creating something meaningful without the need for applause or acknowledgement. This process requires discipline, patience, and faith in your vision. But it's the foundation of true transformation. The noise of the world often makes people feel like they have to share every milestone, every goal, and every step they take toward their dreams. Social media amplifies this urge, where success is often measured by likes, comments, and followers. But the truth is, sharing too much too soon can hinder your progress. When you broadcast your plans or goals, you open the door for criticism, doubt, and distraction. People might question your choices or worse, discourage you from pursuing what you're passionate about. By working in silence, you protect your energy and keep your focus where it belongs, on the work itself. What name do you have for a balanced life, the minimum of stress, and the right temperament to succeed? Building in the dark isn't just about secrecy. It's about creating space for growth. Imagine planting a seed in the soil. It doesn't grow by being exposed to the elements. It grows beneath the surface, in the quiet, hidden from view. In the same way, your dreams and goals need time to develop without external interference. The early stages of any endeavor are fragile, whether you're starting a business, learning a new skill, or transforming yourself. The process requires nurturing and patience. Priming yourself, the process requires nurturing and patience. When you work in silence, you give yourself the chance to make mistakes, learn, and refine your craft without the pressure to perform perfectly. End of chapter 3. One of the greatest advantages of building in the dark is the ability to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Too often, people get caught up in chasing results driven by the need to prove themselves to others. But when you take the pressure of public expectations out of the equation, you can concentrate on what truly matters. Becoming better every day, you can experiment, take risks, and explore your potential without fear of failure being scrutinized. In this environment, the intensity of failure could be scrutinized. This freedom allows you to grow in ways you might not have imagined, because you're not bound by the limitations of other people's opinions. Working in silence also cultivates resilience. When you rely on external validation to fuel your efforts, you become dependent on the approval of others. But when you learn to motivate yourself, to keep going even when no one is watching, you build an inner strength that no one can take away from you. This resilience is what will carry you through the inevitable challenges and setbacks that come with pursuing something meaningful. That despite the world's opinion, you will never lose focus on resilience and setbacks that come with pursuing something meaningful. In the dark, you learn to trust yourself, to push forward when it's difficult, and to stay committed to your vision, no matter what. Another benefit of building in the dark is the element of surprise. When you keep your progress private, you avoid unnecessary pressure and protect yourself from the negativity that often comes with putting your goals on display. But more importantly, you position yourself to let your results speak for themselves. There's something powerful about emerging from the darkness with undeniable proof of your growth and success. It's not about showing off. It's about demonstrating that your hard work, focus, and dedication have paid off. People won't see the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, or the effort you put in, but they will see the results, and that's all that matters. Building in the dark requires patience. It's not easy to stay committed when you don't see immediate results or receive instant recognition. But transformation is a gradual process. Just like the seed buried in the soil, your growth may not be visible for a long time. It might feel like nothing is happening, but beneath the surface, your roots are growing stronger. Every small step, every bit of progress, is preparing you for the moment when you're ready to break through and shine. Trust the process, even when it feels slow, and remember that the most profound changes happen over time. The dark is where you discover who you really are. It's where you learn to rely on your inner strength, where you sharpen your skills, and where you lay the groundwork for the person you're becoming. When you finally emerge, you won't need to explain yourself or prove anything to anyone. Your work will speak for itself, and the journey you took in silence will have prepared you for the success you've earned. Rewriting your story is one of the most powerful things you can do to transform your life. Many of us carry narratives that were handed to us by others, stories about who we are, what we're capable of, and what we deserve. These stories often come from our upbringing, our environment, or the experiences we've had. They shape the way we see ourselves in the world, but they are not set in stone. As long as we keep refreshing those memories, we keep finding new truths and expanding our horizons. Stories like this drive us to greater. You have the power to take control of your narrative, to redefine who you are, and to create a future that aligns with the person you want to become. The first step in rewriting your story is recognizing the script you've been living by. Take a moment to reflect on the beliefs you hold about yourself. Do you believe you're not smart enough, not strong enough, or not deserving of success? Do you tell yourself that you're unlucky, that life is unfair, or that change is impossible? These limiting beliefs often operate in the background, influencing your decisions and actions without you even realizing it. But once you identify them, you can begin to challenge them. Challenging these beliefs requires courage because it means confronting the parts of your story that have been holding you back. It means questioning the things you've accepted as truth and asking yourself if they're really true. Were you told as a child that you wouldn't amount to much? Did someone make you feel like your dreams were too big or unrealistic? These are not facts, they're opinions, and opinions can be rewritten. You don't have to carry someone else's judgment as your truth. You can choose to let it go and replace it with a new narrative that empowers you. Rewriting your story is not about ignoring the past or pretending it didn't happen. It's about reframing it. Instead of seeing your challenges as failures, you can view them as lessons. Instead of defining yourself by your mistakes, you can see them as stepping stones to growth. Every hardship you've faced has given you strength, resilience, and wisdom. These qualities are part of your story, but they don't have to be the whole story. You get to decide how those experiences shape you moving forward. As you rewrite your story, it's important to focus on the present moment. Too often we get stuck in the past, replaying old hurts and regrets, or we become paralyzed by fear of the future. But the only place where change can happen is right here, right now. Start by setting small, actionable goals that align with the person you want to become. Each step you take toward those goals is a sentence in your new story. It's proof that you are not bound by the narrative you once believed. You are capable of change, and every choice you make reinforces that truth. Another key part of rewriting your story is surrounding yourself with people who support your vision. The people in your life can either reinforce your old narrative or encourage your new one. Choose to be around those who believe in your potential, who uplift you, and who challenge you to grow. These individuals can serve as reminders that your story is still being written and that you have the power to shape it. At the same time, distance yourself from those who only see you through the lens of your past. Their opinions don't define you unless you let them. Visualizing your new story is a powerful tool. Take time to imagine the person you want to become and the life you want to live. What does that version of you look like? How do they act, think, and feel? Write it down as if it's already happening. The more vividly you can picture this version of yourself, the more real it becomes. This vision will serve as a guide, helping you make decisions and take actions that align with your rewritten story. Rewriting your story takes time and effort, but it's worth it. It's not about erasing who you've been, but about embracing who you're becoming. You don't have to be defined by your past, your mistakes, or the labels others have placed on you. You are the author of your life, and the pen is in your hands. Every day is a new page, a new chance to write a story that reflects your strength, your potential, and your dreams. The story of your life is still unfolding, and it's up to you to decide how it will be told. Reemerging with purpose is about stepping back into the world with clarity, intention, and a renewed sense of direction. It's not just about showing up. It's about showing up with a deeper understanding of who you are and what you're here to do. Too often, people move through life reacting to circumstances, living according to others' expectations, or following paths that don't truly fulfill them. But when you take the time to step away, reflect, and refocus, you give yourself the opportunity to realign with what matters most and re-enter the world with the power and conviction to create meaningful change. To re-emerge with purpose, you must first confront the distractions and noise that have been clouding your vision. The world is full of demands, opinions, and influences that pull you in 100 different directions. It's easy to lose yourself in the chaos, to forget your values, or to chase goals that don't align with your true desires. Taking a step back allows you to strip away those distractions and get back to the core of who you are. And it's in this space of quiet reflection that you can ask yourself the big questions. What do I really want? What drives me? What impact do I want to have on the world? Answering these questions honestly is the first step toward re-emerging with a clear sense of purpose. Once you've identified your purpose, the next step is to embrace it fully. Purpose isn't something you stumble upon by accident. It's something you commit to. It requires dedication and a willingness to prioritize what truly matters, even when it's difficult. Embracing your purpose means letting go of the things that no longer serve you, whether it's toxic relationships, unfulfilling pursuits, or limiting beliefs that hold you back. It's about focusing your energy on what aligns with your values and vision. This might mean making tough choices, but those choices are necessary to create the space for growth and transformation. Re-emerging with purpose also means being intentional about how you show up. It's not just about what you do, it's about how you do it. Every action, every decision, and every interaction becomes an opportunity to express your purpose. When you move through life with intention, you bring a sense of authenticity and integrity to everything you do. People will notice the difference, not because you're trying to prove anything, but because your actions will naturally reflect the clarity and confidence that come from living in alignment with your purpose. Living with purpose requires resilience because the journey won't always be easy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But when you're rooted in your purpose, you'll find the strength to keep going. Purpose gives you a reason to persevere, to push through obstacles, and to stay committed to your path, even when it's difficult. It's the anchor that keeps you grounded when life gets overwhelming, and the fuel that keeps you moving forward when you feel like giving up. To re-emerge with purpose also means understanding that your purpose is not just about you. It's about how you contribute to the world around you. True purpose is found in service, whether it's through your work, your relationships, or the impact you have on your community. When you focus on how your actions can make a difference in the lives of others, you tap into a deeper sense of fulfillment and meaning. This outward focus doesn't diminish your personal goals, it amplifies them by connecting them to something greater than yourself. Re-emerging with purpose is an ongoing process. It's not about having everything figured out all at once, but about continually aligning your actions with your values and vision. It's about being willing to grow, adapt, and refine your path as you gain new insights and experiences. Purpose is not a destination, it's a way of being. It's the daily choice to live with intention, to pursue what matters, and to show up fully as the person you were meant to be. Every moment is an opportunity to re-emerge, to begin again with purpose and conviction, and to create a life that truly reflects the best of who you are. Owning your power in 2025 is about stepping into your authenticity and taking control of your life with courage and clarity. Power doesn't come from external sources. It's already within you, waiting to be claimed. Too often, people give away their power by doubting their abilities, seeking validation from others, or allowing fear to dictate their choices. This is the say, but when you decide to own your power, you shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. and that change sets the stage for transformation in every area of your life. Owning your power begins with self-awareness. You have to take the time to understand who you are, what you value, and what you want to achieve. This requires honest reflection and a willingness to confront the truths about yourself that you may have been avoiding. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What beliefs are holding you back? When you become clear about these things, you gain the ability to take control of your narrative and align your actions with your purpose. Self-awareness is the foundation upon which true power is built. Another key aspect of owning your power is taking responsibility for your life. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that has gone wrong, but rather acknowledging that you have the ability to respond to your circumstances in a way that moves you forward. Taking responsibility means letting go of excuses and refusing to let external factors dictate your success or happiness. It's about realizing that while you can't always control what happens to you, you can control how you react and what you choose to do next. This mindset is empowering because it puts the focus back on what you can do instead of what's out of your hands. To truly own your power, you have to let go of fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown can paralyze you and keep you from reaching your potential. These fears are often rooted in limiting beliefs that have been ingrained over time, but they can be overcome. Start by recognizing when fear is influencing your decisions and ask yourself whether it's truly justified. More often than not, fear is a product of imagined outcomes that may never happen. When you face your fears head-on, you'll discover that they lose their grip on you, and you'll be free to pursue your goals with confidence. Owning your power also means setting boundaries. Your time, energy, and attention are valuable resources, and it's important to protect them. Saying yes to everything and everyone can leave you feeling drained and resentful, while setting clear boundaries ensures that you have the space to focus on what matters most to you. Boundaries are not about shutting people out, they're about defining how you want to be treated and ensuring that your needs are met. When you establish boundaries, you demonstrate self-respect, and others will begin to respect you more as a result. Confidence is another essential ingredient in owning your power. Confidence doesn't mean you'll never doubt yourself. It means trusting in your ability to figure things out and succeed despite those doubts. Confidence comes from taking action, even when you're uncertain, and proving to yourself that you're capable. It grows every time you step out of your comfort zone, take a risk, or achieve a goal. Confidence is a muscle that gets stronger with use, and the more you practice it, the more powerful you'll feel. Owning your power is not about dominance or control over others. It's about being in control of yourself. It's about staying true to your values and beliefs, even when faced with opposition. It's about refusing to let negativity or criticism derail you from your path. When you own your power, you stop seeking permission from others to live your life on your terms. You start making decisions based on what feels right for you, not what others expect or demand. In 2025, the world will present its share of challenges, but it will also be full of opportunities for growth and success. Owning your power means positioning yourself to take advantage of those opportunities. It's about being proactive, taking risks, and believing in your ability to adapt and thrive. Your power is not something that can be taken from you. It's something you claim for yourself by showing up every day with determination and intention. The more you lean into this truth, the more unstoppable you become. Your life is yours to shape, and owning your power is the first step toward creating a future that aligns with your dreams and aspirations.